Hi there, I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and I'm here on YouTube or Facebook and the Book of Face, and it says I'm going live over on YouTube, so it might change my path today. But my husband said he went live yesterday just fine, so we will see, and hopefully Victoria will find her way over. So what I'm going to do, there's so much, it's the end of the month where I'm going to be doing a Trash to Treasure today for my live. And unfortunately, the Book of Face is taking all our content down after 30 days, which to me is not enough. I don't think I would mind if it was after a year, but after 30 days is kind of tight. Hello, I found you. I saw you were over on YouTube. I'm trying to get up live over there, and I can't. It's rolling and rolling. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. So if this doesn't go live, I possibly will go over there. I don't know. Victoria, did you see me over on YouTube? I just went up over there. It says it's going live and the wheel is going. So, but it's not going as far as I could tell. So we'll just kind of continue on. So I'm excited to be here. Trash to Treasure. I've got a fun project to do today. If I can't seem to get YouTube not working. I thought it was, oh yes, it was a replay. I did that. You were on a video that I was on. I actually loaded it this morning. So hot off the presses, actually. I brought it over from the Book of Face to YouTube and put it up over there. So it was new to YouTube. It was a replay. It was just done last month though, because they're gonna delete it out, I think tomorrow or the next day. I'm actually warm. And you can see I spilled on my shirt at lunch. Oh my gosh. I'll just confess right now. Sorry about that. And I don't feel like changing. It's raining. It is sort of like hailing / sleeting / snowing outside here in Idaho. It is chilly. Of course, we are on spring break. So that means that it's going to snow. It's going to hail. It's going to have every kind of weather. We're going to have blizzards. That's the norm. And it doesn't matter where we go. We can go to, we went to Arizona 2 years ago. Snowstorms, horrible snowstorms. They shut down the national parks because of it. So anyway, I've got several things today to talk about. So yeah, I know, right? Way a long time ago. Several things to talk to you about. And of course, we're going to have a craft to do today. And like I said, if I can't seem to get YouTube going, unfortunately, I think I'm going to if it's one or the other and I can't get it to go up in both places at the same time without purchasing a streaming service, I'm probably going to end up going over on YouTube, and then I'll share everything over here and give you the link directly to my projects. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, unfortunately. I know, right? This is why you need ink, because then you could come back and put something on your shirt where you spill. I think it won't stain. I just happened to catch it right before I came out and then washed it, and of course the water stain is there. So lots of things. Last day of the month, last day of March. It's exciting. All the things that happen in March actually are far above and beyond what I ever imagined. Number one, I want to tell you about them all because I don't want you to miss out. I would feel very sad if tomorrow you called me and asked me about all the bunnies. March, we had this season just a ton of bunnies introduced. So if you haven't gotten all the bunnies that you wanted or only could get one or two or whatever, all the Easter things are 25% off right now. So that means if you are a Perks member, you get 25% off plus your 30% off, which is amazing. So if you had anything Easter, that ends today. So that is the end of today. Also, for Perks members, I have a whole list of things for Perks members, but first let me talk to you about Perks, becoming a Perks member. If you become a Perks member, it's a membership to get a discount on all of your purchases from Chalk Couture at 30% off. So all your purchases, it doesn't matter, 30% off. Most of the time it is on the deals, not on the perks only deals. So, and I'll talk about that in a minute because we do have some perks only deals. But if you join today, you will get today. What am I saying? Oh yeah, you will get April for free. I lost myself. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. So glad you joined my channel yesterday. I've seen you around, but I hadn't seen you. it was so nice of you to follow me. So thank you for doing that. So yes, so if you join Perks members, that's the 30% discount, and you get special deals just for Perks members. You will get next month's free. So it cost you $20 today, but you could go on for 30 days. You'll have $20 to spend. And then next month, on this same date, you will get another $20 on there to spend, but you won't have to pay for the membership. So the membership is $20. So you want to stay in this month and next month so that you get, the next 60 days, so that you get your $40 basically for $20 at least. And I hope you'll stick around because 30% off is really great. And then a lot of times, like different holidays and things, the company does give us some free extra dollars just for being a holiday. Like on St. Patrick's Day, we got $17 to spend. That was perfect. Love it, love it, love it. So love free stuff. I don't know about you. Put free down below if you like to get free stuff. I love them. If you want more information or a direct link to Perks, and that link will take you to some more information about it as well, just put Perks down below and I'll help you out with that. If you want to do the shopping for 25% off and forget about all the extra, just put 25 down below and I will help you with that as well. This is my small business, so I apologize for being a little salesy. I try not to be salesy too much, just to tell you, keep you informed, and I just want to help you out. Okay. Yes, free. I love free too, Victoria. My favorite. That is why I'm a designer, actually, because I love free things. And I'm sure you are too. Okay, so Perks members this month, the month of March, going away tomorrow. I know, but we get so many more things, right? So Perks members, in addition to your 30% off, there is a mystery kit that you can purchase, and I'm chewing my nails because I'm nervous about this. I didn't grab it. Just a minute. Stay with me. There's a mystery kit for $35 and they all are a mystery. You don't know what you're going to get. So, I got mine so I can share with you what that is. It was well worth it. It's over $100 worth of products. In the kit, you get 6 transfers, 2 paste packets, 1 accessory, and 1 surface. So this is my kit. I got somewhere 2 paste packets. They're in here. I got them. In fact, I was surprised I got paste packets. I was so excited about the transfers. I always just check those. I didn't really pay attention. So I got Sunset Drive and Shimmer Flamingo in the paste packets. So that's pretty exciting. And then my surface is this reusable outside the box refill for the 5x7. And it doesn't matter if you don't have the box. You could definitely use this anywhere you want. Put a magnet on the back, put it on one of your bigger frames that are magnetic, and you can have an interchangeable different surface. Okay. So here are 2 of the transfers I received. One of them is the tickets for Mother's Day. I don't know if we're working. I'm not happy with YouTube right now or my computer. My husband's going to change. I think they're going to change out my hard drive. My neighbor is. And then this one is called Citrus Slices. I've never even had that one. Neither one of those have I had. My accessory is some rainbow rhinestones. Aren't those cute? The cutest ever. Rainbow colors. And then this one is one that came with the kit earlier last year, Groovy Floral. So I made this in an embroidery. So you could go over, especially on YouTube, and see what I did with that. I've definitely made things with this, s'mores and outdoors and s'mores. This was another one. That was a great one. Very popular. This one I don't have. It's Fabulous Trio. It's got fabulous, unique, and fearless. Those are great words to have. And then there was also, this one is called the Geometric Ocean Prints. So I think that was, yeah. So yeah, 6 transfers. 6 transfers, 1, and you get all of that for $35. That's for Perks members. So if you sign up for that Perks member, you could use your $20 for your this, and it would only cost you $15 for $100 worth of product. So that is number 1. Oh yeah. And then there's some kits and bundles that are especially for Perks. And today only, yes. I know I had to buy one. I didn't really need one, Victoria, but I had to buy one just because I could. I don't know. I'm always curious. I want to know. I want to see a mystery box. Do you guys like mystery boxes? Or mystery surprises, mystery kits or whatever? I love those things. I love subscriptions in the mail. I love it all. So that is my thing. And then one last thing. I forgot even to write this on my list, and that is the other thing that we do have is club. So today's club, if you are really excited about the club kit this month, speaking of surprises, you never know what we're going to get, but this was the club kit. I have it stuffed up with some things, but isn't that bunny just the cutest bunny? Love him, love him. Where else did I use him? I'm trying to remember. Oh, on that other pillow that I did. Remember that pillow with the carrots that I made? If you haven't seen that video, let me know. I can let you just put bunny down below. I guess bunny. I don't know. Anyway, so that's this month's club. So if you sign up for club this month, you get this. If you're not already. Oh no. You're going to have to start earning some money, girl, to pay for it. That's what I do. I try every month to just use all my dollars, design dollars that I've earned, as well as money, my paychecks from Chocolate Tour to pay for my habit that I love, my craft therapy. It pays for my therapy. It really does. And then, okay, so sneak preview for tomorrow's new club. If you were curious what that was going to look like, let me show you. I'm glad you asked. This one comes with all the things you need to make a cute little project. It comes with a B-size transfer. It says, fresh strawberries, 25 cents a pint. Sorry, everything is like backwards now on Facebook too. They took away the being able to turn it around. Oh, did they sell out? Oh, the bunny kit. Are you talking about? But I think if you sign up for club, you would get one. I think you would. You just can't buy extras. And then the bottom is you pick strawberries on it. This is tomorrow's. So if you don't want the bunny and you are excited about the strawberries, put a strawberry down below if you love strawberries, because I don't know. I like strawberries better than lemons. Let's just say that. And then this is an exclusive surface that is only out for club members for the club. It's a French corner plaque. It is, let me see if I could see a size. It doesn't say a size, but it looks like, well, it's about the size of a 11 inches, and then probably maybe 4 inches. And then it's got the corners, and then it's even got a white pieces that go border on it, which I love. You can do it. You can do all your paste on it and then put the border on it afterwards. And there's even the little stickies to put the border. And this is a wood product, so this is not reusable. But you could use both sides. And I've already got a plan for this one, so that will be coming up on Thursday. I go live, speaking of which, on Mondays and Thursdays on YouTube and Facebook. And like I said, I probably am going to start going more and more over on YouTube if I can't get this resolved over on my Facebook. So, and then 3 paste packets this month. You get eucalyptus, cherry, and white. So those will go really great with those strawberries, won't they? Cute, cute, cute. So that is club this month. Put club down below if you'd like more information. Hey, Rhonda, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're having fair weather, unlike ourselves. We are in a storm, I guess. It's like raining, then snowing, then sleeting, then a little bit of, it looks like hail out there. So not so fun. Okay. So our project today, I'm still on the trash to treasure bandwagon. I love doing trash to treasure. I love taking things that are either free or inexpensive, like from the thrift stores and everything, and turning them into something pretty. So that's what we are going to do today. That is my plan. Let's get things out of the way just in case. My husband keeps going, it is live, and then, it's not. It just says it's going live, so I don't really know if it's actually doing it. Anyway, have you guys jumped on the Amazon packaging, reusing, recycle bandwagon yet? Because that's what we are going to do today. I was thinking about turning it inside out. I wouldn't use plastic ones for this. Look at, recyclable, just like a box. Recyclable, just like a box. And generally, this does have some sort of air thing in there. And I think let's see if I can get it turned out. I don't have a second one in here. Although, every time the paper ones, it seems like they're being a little more stingy. Oh, good. I hope you get some sun. It's like Idaho. It'll be ready for sun after it rains. I don't know if this will go inside or not. So I want to do it inside out because I got a little tear on this one. Sorry for all the noise. Every time I get these in the mail from Amazon or anywhere else, these paper ones, I'm like hoarding them so that I can, that's a craft project right there. Give me that. And my husband rolls his eyes at me. Trying to do this carefully. I should have maybe done this ahead of time or brought a second backup. That would have been smart. Really smart. This was my backup project. And I'm telling you, right until I went live, I was changing my mind. If you didn't see my Trash to Treasure on Saturday, I did some tennis shoes. And I still have to heat press them and then put the laces in and I'll take some better pictures. I did post some pictures, but anyway, you gotta go see it. I'm trying to get this reversed because the inside is nice and clean, whereas the outside has got all kinds of, rips and tears and you name it. And I might just go ahead and give this, not even punch out the corners a little bit. I'm using a sewing technique, and I'll come back and do that like later. But a sewing technique is if you take the corners and do a sewing, like make a triangle on the end. Oops, wrong way. It'll square off the corner so that you can have it more like a bag. So I'm thinking I might do that. So do you see? So that's what I'm kind of going for a look. So that this will sort of have like a stand. And I may even like kind of put a little piece of cardboard or something in there and a little bit of weight in the bottom. So this will stand up on its own. That's what I'm kind of going for. But we're going to flatten it out for chalking purposes. I did one over the holidays. I did do, I'm going to pull that out just in case I have a lot of changing my mind lately. Oh, and they're bright too, Victoria, my shoes. I'm having regrets now that I did it. It's like so bright and it's so dark here. Maybe I should wear them because for that reason. I should have worn them today. Like I have purple shirt on and everything. Like, do you match your shoes to your shirts? It's my question of the day. Okay, just getting this nice and flat. Sorry for all the noise. There's a rip. This doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, it's Trash to Treasure. We're going to be zhuzhing this up so that it's a decoration, a beautiful decoration. And I'm going to be using, because you guys know how messy I am with painting. We're going to try and put some cardboard underneath here and do my painting. I'm going to roll up my sleeves. You guys, I got that ink off of my really nice light pink sweatshirt. I know you're proud of me. So I'm going to start out and actually give this a coat of, I'm even thinking about should I do pool or should I do plaster? I'm going to do Waverly because I find sometimes that the acrylic paints, they don't come off as easily. And Victoria, I'm so glad I could see your, I couldn't see anything on the other day, on Saturday. Do you guys, blue or white should I use? Love the shoes. No, not too bright at all. Okay. Well, I'm definitely over my 30s, so I'm going to be going out in them. Oh, I'm using the, Paris Bunny. Is it Paris Bunny? Parisian Rabbit. I'm making up my own names now. It's the ginormous one, the E-size transfer with the rabbit. I figured this is 25% off, so this is what makes the E-size transfer a little bit more affordable. Blue? Anybody else? I'll take it. This is going to be the background. I was thinking white only because I want to do some watercolor on the bunny. What do you guys think? I guess I could do watercolor on the bunny. It doesn't matter. I know. I want to do watercolors. I think I'm going to scratch it. I'm sorry, Victoria. I shouldn't have asked. I'm going to scratch it. We're going to this is the Waverly chalk paint. It is an acrylic matte finish. It says no prep. I think the reason they call it chalk is not because it's waterproof, because it is an acrylic, but it's plaster is the color. So that is the color we're doing. We're going to get a nice size paintbrush out here and use my handy dandy little water in the lid trick. And then I still, even though this is an acrylic, I will still put water on top of it when I close it up usually. Although this is a pretty brand new one. And we're just going to go ahead and get this prepped by painting it. I'm probably not going to paint both sides. Let's just say that. And mostly I did that water because I wanted to make sure that I got my brush moving. My brush was stiff from the last time I used it. So we're just going to paint this up. I may even paint, I don't know. I imagine this is going to be a decoration, so you don't necessarily need something like on both sides, but I might get there. I don't know. We'll see. Would you paint both sides? Hey, Donna, thanks for answering white. Guess what? You guessed the right one. I would go with blue. I'm totally all in for blue, but I'm worried a little bit about doing watercolors on the blue background, so we'll see. I did want to add a little color to the transfer because it's so large. And obviously that is like our largest transfer. It's a D-size transfer. That Parisian Rabbit is what it's called. And it is not going to we aren't going to get all of that on here. That's just what it is. And that's okay. I'm just going to work on getting the bunny on here. You guys, I love the old looking bunnies, the original, you know, they look like, not like cartoon bunnies. I am really into the Victorian / realistic looking bunnies this year. I love it. The ones that look kind of oldish. I'm going to get this as good as I can here. Kind of got the corner stuck inside. I don't want to fight with it. Am I bad? All right, so just going to do a little better job here on this. Try to get some of these. And I'm not using the water as heavily. I only use the water to get my brush kind of moving along. So I can feel my brushes. I wonder if my brush is loose. Everything in Idaho, it's so dry here, even though you hear me complain about the rain. Hello, Sissy, good to see you. And Renee, good to see you. Thank you so much. Woohoo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. I'm hoping it's really actually live over on YouTube too. I don't know. I do have a YouTube channel and I try to go live every day. That's kind of why I uploaded today that one video. Just so that I can. So this it doesn't have to be perfect. If you want it to be thicker, you can come back and do it a little bit more. You can see there's like kind of spots, especially where it's all folded up. We want it to look old, like an old sack, and it's all good. I don't probably need to go all the way to the top because I'm going to fold it over eventually. So don't worry too much about me up here. The other nice thing about painting this all is that it kind of seals it up a little bit too. It kind of brings it down to earth. No, it just seals it up so it's not so absorbent. My light is in the camera. The camera is in the light. And it won't stay up. There it is. Technology is not my thing. If you've ever thought you could never do this because you can't go live, I can tell you that it's not because I'm good at technology. I have about 5 minutes attention span for problems on my on my computer and whatnot. I just kind of hand that over to my husband and go, help. if he's not getting it, he was going to the neighbor this weekend, trying to get the neighbor to help out. I don't know. Got a big glob of it here. Maybe spread it out a little. What do you think? Isn't that, it's got a lot of character, that's for sure, right? Oh, I know what I made at Christmas. I made gingerbread men out of these. And it was cute, but it wasn't my, I don't know, it wasn't my favorite project over Christmas. So I didn't say much about it, maybe. I didn't promote it all that much. And this one I've been wanting to do, I mean, there's all kinds of ideas on Pinterest. You can take these bags and fill them in and do all kinds of things on the inside of it. And I possibly don't even have things to fill it with. I'll come back and fill it and then stage it and take a picture so that you get to see that. It is not a grocery bag. It is the Amazon brown paper packaging that I'm using. Is it Rennie or Renee? Yeah, it kind of does look crackled, doesn't it? I'm imagining, the only reason I'm trying to fill those in a little bit more than I would normally is I'm afraid that when I put the transfer on, I think it's going to kind of come off on the transfer. So I want to get it, we want to get this as dry as we can. We want to get as much coverage as possible, because then when something comes off, I won't be heartbroken. Because I do like the shabby-ish looking look to all my projects anyway. And watching it all, you can you see me. I like to make things look rustic. Yeah, rustic is more it. I used to do all shabby chic. Hi Karen. I am doing I'm jumping on the bandwagon. No, I've actually done this. I did one in Christmas time. The Amazon paper, the brown packaging envelope, it's turned inside out, so that's why it looks kind of crinkly and odd shaped. And I've just done one coat here. I'm actually kind of thinking I don't really need it on the back side, but I think just because, and this is going to be my back side, because I've definitely got, you know, a rip here, a tear. You know, we were excited about what came from Amazon, so doesn't everybody get excited about what's coming from in the mail? Anything but the bills. We don't want the bills. Oh, sorry. This is one of the Amazon packaging, like the envelopes, the brown paper envelopes. And I'm just putting a base coat on it. And we are going to get this painted up. This is Waverly. I was thinking about doing a blue coat, but I'm doing, it is called Plaster. And I'm using the acrylic because I want it to stay when I do the next step. So sometimes you can paint with the chalk paste as well. Totally can do that, but because it's water-based, I find sometimes it doesn't stay on when I do like the transfer on top. So and it may not stay this way either. So we're doing a test. You could take or leave my advice, or, you know, try it. That's the great thing about watching me, is that you get to see me make all the messes and all the mistakes, and then you can try it on your own and do your own version. And it's all good. It's crafting. It's craft therapy for us both then. Yes, thank you. I think I missed something though. Oops. Nice to be, oh, you guys are having your own chat. I'm like, I missed something. I don't know what's going on. Just getting both sides of this, so apologize. Sort of like watching paint dry a little bit, but we'll get it here. So we are on spring break here in our town. It's kind of a weird year. You know, Easter is so late. A lot of times spring break is attached to Easter. And I think in the past, I kind of felt like Easter was gypped a little bit because, you know, it's kind of like on the end of, so then you want to be with family for the celebration, the Easter celebration, I think, anyway. I'm just going to go down here, try to get this. Here we are doing my tennis shoe thing again, putting my hand in the middle, trying to get down this little seam here because I don't want it. We kind of just want it to look like an old bag, right? An old bag. I don't know if I've got enough on there or not. I just don't want it to look glaringly. Yeah, I think this side is a little bigger. Glaringly brown down the edge there. Try to get our little corners here too. All right, we're getting there. I think it's looking nice. It's kind of got, yeah, a crackle look. I think it was, oh, we're using Arkansas. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. That's awesome. You guys probably have better weather. We're on spring break, which means that wherever our family, wherever the Stoll family is vacationing or doing something this weekend, it's going to be blizzards and snow and bad weather. Doesn't matter. 2 years ago, we went to the Grand Canyon. We were in Arizona, staying in Arizona, and then we went over to Vegas even, and it was terrible weather the whole time. It was lots of snow. This is not. This is the Waverly Plaster acrylic paint that I'm using. It comes from Walmart. And the reason I'm using it is because because it's acrylic, it's a little bit more permanent, I'm hoping. So we'll see. I'm going to test it out for you and you'll get to experience with me, I guess. We'll say. Let me get some, my hands are getting covered. Hopefully my shirt is not getting more covered. You could also use the chalk paste to do this, but what I was saying before is that chalk paste, that Waverly paint, even though it's called chalk paint, it's not a water-based product technically. It is acrylic, so it should be a little bit more permanent, I think. Anyway, we'll try. We'll see. So that is the back, and it is pretty good to go. Maybe a little bit wet, but this is going to be the... Oh, no, this is the front. This is good to go. The back is, this is the back, the one I just did. Okay. The reason I know back from front, I turned it inside out. You could do this over the top of the other side, but it does have the big Amazon sign on it, and then it's got my label on it too. So I wanted to turn it inside. I guess I should have maybe taken the label out because, you know, if I give this to somebody else, it's going to return to me. But anyway, I turned it inside out because it's like a blank palette on the inside. Next, we're going to use some surface wax. I love to use surface wax. And I don't know, aha moment that this little pad like fits inside the wax. The one thing about the wax is you don't want to go too much wax on it. A little dab will do you. I always tell my girls, a little dab will do you. You can, you don't need to have just a ton on there. In fact, if you get too much, sometimes then you have problems with your paste sticking, which I definitely have had. So I'm going to, well, that side is not as dry. You can see some glistening spots. The wax is going to make it so that it seals it just a little bit further so that it doesn't come off if we use a transfer on it. It also seals up the paper. If you were just using the brown sack, you could use it as is. And wax is going to kind of seal that brown paper too, so that your transfer doesn't sit on there too hard. I know, and it's nice and affordable. I'm kind of sad because it seems like they got rid of the big jars, which I used to always keep ink on hand in the great big jar and white, whatever white it was. Now the last time I went, I picked out something that wasn't so white. The off-white, it's a plaster. And I like this better than the white. It was so bright sometimes. I would always try to darken it down a little bit with some wax. Okay, we are using, I'm sorry you can't really see this whole thing, but we are using, this is the Parisian Rabbit, it's called, and it is adorable. And we're going to just do the rabbit part of it on here. And I'm hoping I'm going to move it down so that we can get this flower, most of this flower on there too. And then it'll just be parts of everything. So, And the big transfers, they tend to be a little more difficult to work with when you want to, yes, it's turned inside out. Oh, yeah. Yep, painted and waxed it. Paint and wax. That's all I've done so far. And then because this is so large, we want to get this, and this is the first time I'm using this, we want to get this fuzzed a little bit so that it doesn't stick too hard to our paper or to our surface or anything like that. So I am going to, I have this upside down, so sticky side is up. It's going to be all over my stuff here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my fuzzing cloth and fuzz it from here by moving it around. So we'll put it down, fuzz a section a couple of times, and move on to the next section, fuzz a section. Just keep doing that until you get the whole thing fuzzed up. The reason, thank you so much, Lisa, I appreciate that. The reason you want to fuzz it up is because it doesn't affect the way it works. It's just sometimes when you first get a new transfer, it's so sticky that it's hard to it'll stick too hard to things. And then you lose, it might peel some of this green or this turquoise up when you use it. So anyway, this transfer is actually on sale right now, today only. And for Perks members, if you purchase $50 or more, you're going to get it $5 shipping. So that's really great shipping, especially at something this large. Trust me, ask me how I know, because I've shipped out this large of transfers before, and it's not cheap to ship anything anymore. So if you could save on shipping, that's the way to go. If you haven't already signed up as a Perks member, you sign up this month, you will get next month free. So basically for $20, you're going to get $40 of product credit to go ahead and spend. 20 this month and 20 next month. You won't be able to get 40 altogether, but you get that deal. Put your card up to $30 or to $50. You'll get $5 shipping, $20 off. There's that 35, there's just so many deals. You can really stack it up and get a ton of stuff for a very low price. That, $35 for that pack I showed you at the beginning. If you didn't get to see it, go back and look at it. I got one of the mystery packs. It's only for Perks members, and you get a whole bunch of stuff for $35. So you'd only have to add $15 more to get that $5 shipping. So lots of goodies this month. All right, I think we're going to go with this. And I'm going to put this backing back on. Make sure you know which is which. The back side of the backing is kind of a yellowish color, and you don't want to stick that on. And one of the hardest things to do is stick the transfer exactly right on the backing. I tell you that. When I'm done here, I'll take this transfer. It's washable. You can wash it and reuse it up to 20 times. And trust me, these big ones, I usually use them just a ton. I love using, this would be beautiful on a little dresser, an end table. You could totally use this. It's a transfer. It's a sticky back transfer, and the white parts you see, it actually has fabric. It's silk. It's a silk transfer, and it's going to stick on right onto our bag. Yes, lately the orders have been coming amazingly fast. Thank you, Karen, for mentioning that. All right. Karen, I know you were thinking about that bunny club transfer too. This is the last day for that if you were thinking about it. Okay, so remember I said I wanted to get, oops, I think we are out. I am going to shut down this. Sorry. I don't know why. It still just says, now I think I've lost my video. Nice. I left the backing there so that I'm not sticking to everything in my camper. If I look really weird and I'm in a small place, it is because I am in a small place. I have a little tiny Airstream, one of the small Airstreams. And this is my little crafting place. So that's where I'm at. I love this big, I don't know, cancellation or whatever, like a postage cancellation up there. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see that. Let me move it so you can see it. Okay, it's going to be upside down. I apologize. But do you see that that round section there? That is so beautiful. I just love these. This looks so much like, can you see it now? So I'm going to lose a little bit of the bum and bottom portion here on this packaging of this rabbit. I'm trying to move it so that it's mostly in your, there we go, in your camera here. And this is going to be, you know, around the edges, it's going to be a little bit shady because it's not sticking. And I think I remember this last time. It was maybe not do the wax because it's not sticking very hard to this at all. It's actually kind of moving around. And I don't know if they coat maybe they wax the inside of these bags for purposes, you know, for shipping. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to do it all in one color. I'm going to take and put my paste on here. We're going to work very quickly, kind of in an outward direction because I don't want to pick up and go this way on it and get it underneath. So we're just going to do our best to get it moved around. Black velvet paste. And I'm going to go as fast as I can because we don't want it to dry in the transfer. You want to peel this before it gets dried up. So I'm just going to do my best. The nice thing about this transfer is it's super forgiving because it's not really like a straight pattern, right? It's got all kinds of different things on it. All right, Mr. Bunny, cooperate, please. Trying to just kind of go from the center out. And you can put too much paste on it. It's fine. It's not too much. That sounded weird. As I was coming out of my mouth, I was thinking, that didn't sound right. You can't really put too much on. You could put all the paste you want on it and then just squeegee it off and put it back in the jar to use later. It's not wasting it if you put more than needed. In fact, you kind of want to over put paste on here. So I'm going to be kind of gentle. This back side of this bunny is pretty empty. And so it's going to end up just kind of like a black blob down there. So I'm just kind of going lightly over that, not really getting it full coverage like I normally would. That crackling sound kind of is it moving. So we're hoping it's not, you know, not just a big black mess when we're done. So I may be teaching you something today by way of showing you a big black mess. I don't know. We never know. The cool thing is this is a free packaging from Amazon. So I could try again. I could totally try again if this doesn't work out and we'll be fine. We won't die from it. So there's never an emergency. This definitely does these bigger transfers definitely use a lot more paste. I'm using quite a bit here to get this full coverage, but we don't want to have any blank places, and I definitely want to get as much of that as I can, that little stamp there. And you could just put the bunny on and then use other transfers around it kind of randomly. Let's see how much of this flower we can get on here, up here. And again, I mean, this transfer isn't really designed to be like, oh, this has to be perfectly on here. It really is designed. I don't want to do too many different. I'm going to just scrape off any extra here. I see over here, we need to, I'm going to go down the edge. Okay. I think that's going to be good. I probably have a lot of extra, especially on the bunny, but I'm afraid to like push it around too much. So I'm just going to let it be. Oops, get this shut. I got a good black one going. I might have to get another one open. Oh, positive vibes. Wonderful. Did it work out? Love the peanuts. I'll have to bring it in. I haven't posted it yet. I did a, ooh, I'm just worried. I want the bunny to look like a bunny. Nice. Here we go. Peel to reveal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so stinking excited. How exciting is that? I'm sorry. I got to take this out here. I want to get this back on the backing before well, I got my elbow. That's okay. And like I said, I'll just take this, actually, you could put it in a tub and wash it off in the tub. Plain water and the board eraser, and that'll be all it takes to get it nice and cleaned up. I need to get myself cleaned up here. Let me put that back on the thing so you can gaze away at that rabbit. Because isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about this little rabbit. How cute is he? How cute. I was a little concerned up there. I wasn't sure if that little stamp, and this top portion probably is going to be a little covered with our fold. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to have a smaller fold. But I think that turned out so cute. It even says, you can tell that this is saying special down there, right? How cute is that? Let me see. I will. Okay. We'll chat. Thank you, Natalie. Welcome. And sweetie. Donna. Thank you. How do I keep my mat so perfect? Hey, I'm glad you asked, because when I came back out after doing my Saturday live on the tennis shoes with ink, I had pink. As much as I tried to keep it nice and clean while I was working, I didn't. So I went in and I came back and I had ink on here totally dried from Saturday on the mat. So I thought, oh, that's it. I wrecked my new mat. It's a brand new mat. That's why. It's a brand new mat. That's why it looks so good. But I got the pink off, and guess how I did? I squirted it with water, let it loosen up a little bit, and then I used the board eraser for it. So that's what I did. Thank you, Karen. All right, let's get this dry for sure before we do anything. I love this. And the flowers, they came out beautiful. Love, love, love. Now, you could leave it like this. It is gorgeous. It is totally gorgeous, just like this. And honestly, we had so many different bunny things that came out this season. So many and so beautiful that I could see it smeared a little bit right there, but you really can't even tell, can you? Right at his mouth. I don't know if you can see that. It did get a little bit under. See, there's a little smudge. It's totally fine. You could come back with a little paste there. Thank you. I know this. You could also do this one. We did. I don't know if we still carry it, but we did have a very large board that went with it. We have a couple boards that you could use with this. But I was thinking this would be beautiful on the front window of my, screen window, because you could do this at glass seasonally. Wouldn't it be cute to have this Victorian bunny on the front door? I don't know, in the sun I wouldn't do it on the door, but I would certainly do it on my window, my front window. And then when the season is over, once spring is over, because this bunny could be anytime. Then you could just spritz it down with water and scrape it off and start all over again, do the next season. Easy peasy. I've done Christmas. I did Christmas a couple years ago on my front door window because I could pull it out, and it was really cute. I did the gnomes a couple years ago and loved it. But it seems like Christmas is such a busy season. It's hard to get anything done for Christmas these days. I'm always getting ready for as much as I want to get ready. I know. Isn't it cute, Dee? Love, love, love. Just trying to get it dried up. I've got gobs. Remember how much paste I used on this? It's got gobs and gobs of paste. So we don't want to do anything till we got it good and dry. It is so beautiful. I am so excited about this. Isn't that cute? You could even, if you didn't want to use this, as a bag, because my idea is then I'll kind of flatten out the bottom there, And we'll use this as a little bag to put, we'll fill it up, the bag up, and then, why can I not sign down? I don't know what is wrong with this. You could even frame this. It looks so beautiful. Just frame it. Or cut it out and just use this one side, you know, like on something else. The layers and the texture it has. Thank you so much, sweetie. Do you have a different name, or sweetie your name? Oh. Hello, Cindy. Thanks for joining in. Getting the last minute bunnies. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't do this bunny earlier. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love the bunnies. Is there something about, is there like an Easter decoration that you really, really love? I have to say I love carrots and the bunnies. Carrots and the bunnies. Oop. I just stuck my fingers all over that. Okay, so I was thinking about just doing a very light watercolor on here. This isn't down here, isn't completely dry, so I have to be a little bit careful. But this is like the end of the jar where it gets kind of hard and crunchy. I keep, like, this has actually got quite a bit of bark in it. This is bark. And I just keep adding water, and then I use it for watercolors. So don't ever throw those containers away. That you can definitely keep using it way until the very end. It ain't over till it's over, right? My kids would be like, I can't believe you used the word ain't. But I did. It goes with the saying. All right, so I always spritz a little into the lid for my brush to get it wet. That's how I keep it wet. You could keep a cup of water. Thank you for joining in. Hello. Is it Renee or Renee? All right, so then I just kind of bring it together so it, you know, gets those little crumbs off the lid. This is a nice way to clean up an empty pot. And we're just going to do a little bit of watercolor, kind of coloring this in. And sometimes if you get too much water and not enough paste, you just kind of have to play around with it the first few strokes. It kind of pools up, I've found. So, and there's just a few, not very much white here, a few spots. You don't want to overwork or over paste anything over the top of this, because we don't want to smear this out. We want it to be, I just want it to look kind of realistic, if that makes sense. Yep, see, if I play around too much in the black or where it's not quite dry, it does start to, look, we've got, let's get back. I've got black now. See, I've turned that in. I'm just going to go on the inside. If you went too much over the black and it looked kind of shadowy, your outline looked too shadowy, or kind of like it looked like, you know, like a kindergartner colored it, painted it in, which is kind of what I feel like when I'm doing watercolor. I'm not very good at watercolor. And here I keep getting kind of the black mixed in. There's really, it's okay, right? It's okay. There's no right or wrong way to do watercolor. But I like, if it's not like what you were expecting, add a little more water sometimes. Sometimes just get away from it, let it dry a little bit, because if you get it too wet, it'll reactivate the paste we put down. So I'm trying hard, kind of a leg down here, I think. I just want it to look like a round, realistic bunny is kind of what I'm looking for here. Ooh, 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 no. That was a big chunk. I wasn't looking at my brush very much. I was just looking at the spot I was wanting to paint. So I usually go on with the darker around the outside edges, so it gives it more of a rounded look. It makes it look more, and then more watered down and lighter in the center of whatever it is, so I can make it look 3D. And so right now I'm just kind of going around the outside edges, making my bunny a little bit, he's got black, so yes, it does reactivate it for sure. And that's okay a little bit. You just, you know, if you find a spot that's like not working out for you, just kind of let it dry a little. You can even take the dryer to it and let it dry out a little, because you don't want to overwork the area. I'm just going to kind of get the brown over here and fill in, because this is kind of, this corner is not, it's probably not even going to be seen. I'm worrying about nothing, to be honest. And then you want to, like, if you're doing wood, a wood look, you want to kind of go with the grain of the wood. I'm trying to go with the grain of its hair here a little bit, so it looks a little more natural. But honestly, I'm not a great painter, so know that even if you've never done this before, this is a great way to try out your watercoloring. You could definitely get into all kinds of technicalities with watercolors, but you know, I'm maybe not your person for that. I make it up. I did take a lot of art classes in school when I was younger, so maybe I just maintained some of it. Yep, it sure does, Cindy. Thank you. Isn't this cute? All right, so now I just put a lot more water kind of in the center, and I'm just kind of going for a more, and that maybe even wasn't enough water. You could even spray right on it if you wanted, but not too much, because you're going to reactivate all that black, just like you said. Because I want it to be brown, but I don't want it to be too brown in the middle. I just want it to be lighter, so it looks, I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I good? Get the ears a little darker here. And it's okay if you go outside the lines. I just reactivated that black for sure. I'm going to wipe it off even on my wipe here, because I don't want it spread. Here's a little, I don't know, looks kind of nice, doesn't it? Just brings it about, makes it look a little bit real. This is so beautiful. Okay. The other thing I wanted was just a little bit of color, I think, on this, the flowers. So I probably should have started out with the flowers first, because they would be lighter. But I didn't. So now I'm going to try to either get a new brush. I don't know what's going on with my brushes. I think I've been sharing things with my girls. My daughter this morning, oh, I know where it is. I got it. Here's a better one. Okay. And we're going to try to find the purple. You guys know me, I don't like purple very much, but I always end up using purple. I use purple on my shoes. Kind of funny. I say that. And then whenever I wear purple, I get tons and tons of compliments on it. I'm kind of going for a lighter purple, but that is, wish me luck here. There's a good one. I'm just kind of picking out of I like this lighter one here. Picking out of my bag here of colors. My bag of goodies. Because I kind of want a lighter one, but this is a shimmer. So I think I'm going to go with the darker one, because it's not a shimmer. This one is it Duchess? It was a color of the month. So it's not an available color, but if you need help with this, if you want the supplies for this project, put bag so that I can get you the supply list. But we're just gonna put down a little bit of water in the lid again and get my brush wet, and then I'm gonna kind of go light. I don't want to go, I know that flowers usually have like darker on the outside. So that's where I'm going to start, is just do this on the outside. I just want it to be, these do look like violets to me, but the middles. But there's all this. So I think maybe I'm trying to think what they are. I don't know. Trying to, again, same concept. The outside, I'm trying to go darker. And then I'll come back once the first petals were really, really wet. And I'm actually getting enough right from the cover, from just this little bit of scraps to do the darkness. And even though I was going for light. So I'm just going around and hitting up all these petals with the dark around the outside edge. I'm trying not to be too heavy on the water. Or the color. But if you put it on and it like kind of pools up and looks sort of like it's not spreading, you've got too much water in it. This flower, I don't know, this flower may not show all that much. So too much water if it's kind of pooling up. Just gonna go out here. So back off on the water. You can even take a cloth and just dab it on there to make it a little less, wet. Just take the water content out of it. Okay, I was in a spot there. I don't know where I was. Is that pretty? Just a little bit, little dab will do ya. I'm just going to go with just a single color on all of these. And I'm just hitting up the outside edge, and then I'll come back and pull it in a little bit with water. And keep myself from going right into the paste, because I don't need it to be that strong. This is a pretty strong color of purple already, so I don't need to add in any real paste. I'm just taking the little giblets. Is that what they call them? Little giblets off of the cover. Can't tell if I don't think it maybe is. I don't know. And you could do all of this if you wanted, but I'm gonna just stick with these two things. That's all I'm gonna do, is do the rabbit and the flowers. If I had done the whole thing, you could do some of the other things. What was on it? Oh, there were some more flowers, and then there was another like lily flower over on this side. So that would balance it out if you did that. I don't think I need to maybe get off some of the color. I've got too much color going here. Every time I'm gonna dry it. I'm actually gonna dry this up. Did you ever do those, hello Debbie, thanks for joining in. Oh, is it hydrangeas? You might be right. No, I think hydrangeas have smaller petals, actually. I want to say they're the dahlias. I want to say they're dahlias. That's what I think they are. I may be wrong. I don't know. I'm even left-hand painting. I'm getting really brave here, you guys. I'm just drying this up because there's pools of water and I don't want to move. I like how the purple looks right now, but I do want to bring it in towards the center a little bit. So I'm going to wash off my brush and then just start off with plain water and draw it in a little bit. Just make some more brush marks maybe. Or I could do a little bit of yellow maybe. I'm actually thinking that might be a good one. Do a little dabble do you of yellow for the centers, and then kind of draw them into each other, kind of blend them. Oh, I might have my yellow out here. Don't ask me why. I do. Sunny side. A really pale yellow. Ooh, and it's drying up here. So this is a good thing for this little paste to be experiencing right now. Getting some water put in. So that lid has the water. It's okay. I just put it right back in there. I just turn it over, put it into the paste, and it'll keep my, if you ever experience your paste, oops, I'm still getting purple out. I just want, if you ever have your paste dry up because they're water-based, you can just add a little bit of water, wet them up. And I like to, if they're kind of getting crusty or dried up, I'm going to get the centers of these kind of good with yellow. Ooh, here's one up here. Oops, that was way too much. And then I'm going to water it down. I should have done that backward. I did that backwards for sure. I did that backwards. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little paint tray and get, because I'm trying to get water, just basically water without very much yellow. And my lid is even having too much yellow. All right, just a little water. And then I'm just going to take up a little bit of that and play with that. So. And I'm just going in and doing like the second layer with a little bit, oops, trying not to mix it in, a little bit of yellow. Now I got too much water. If I had patience, I would do, ooh, I love that. That looks good. I just kind of playing with it and going, you know, in layers. Just want to look real. Not too contrived, if that makes sense. And if you felt like your black lines kind of faded too much, you can go in. That needs to be washed off here. Let me show you that a little better. Can you see that? So it's just really just a small amount of yellow and a lot more water because it's drawing out the purple a little bit. Because that's kind of how flowers don't look just solid purple, right? They look a little bit of, and you could do these out in trays if you didn't trust yourself doing this. But if you felt like that black outline was kind of watered down from your paste, you know, your watercolor, just go ahead and, ooh, all of that was not, I missed a whole bunch. Let's see. I might see if I can, I missed a whole bunch of these. That is too big. If you find that you could just take the transfer after you've washed it off and apply it and then put black over the top, and that will give you a really nice outline on your flowers and your bunny again after you've watercolored. If you're like me and you just kind of can't really stay out of the lines, this I probably won't. I think I'm just going to like how it looks. Adding this purple in here. I missed like a whole like bunch of leaves right in here. That was silly. I don't know why. Oh, that computer died now. I think I'm getting a whole new hard drive on it. I'm not really sure. Which way? I think this way. Found some little white leaves in there, and I don't really want it to be just plain. Okay. Come back to our yellow here. I'm going to go in a different area so I'm not disturbing my, kind of looks, they look like violets a little bit, but I think they're dahlias. I want to say dahlias. You could go more vibrant with these. You could do, you know, brighter colors if you wanted, or not any color. This would be totally beautiful without any color. So anyway. Let's see. And sometimes I go back over. Thank you, Dee. Thanks so much. Yeah, this yellow is beautiful. like if I do it one time, like one layer, you can always add more. But you could kind of take it off with watercolor by just adding more water and kind of smearing it out. But what I find sometimes if I start kind of light and then I get going, I'm like, oh, I actually kind of like it a little bit darker yellow. So I'm just kind of revisiting some of these leaves just to make them a little more yellow than they were. That's okay too. Like there's no right or wrong. And then if you just keep working on it, you end up, knowing when to stop may be the hardest thing. That may be the hardest. So we're just going to go in here with this yellow and pull it out so it doesn't look, I don't know, it's pretty. I think it's very pretty. What do you guys think? I think it's really pretty. Oh, I think that's my neighbor. I'm always like, who's driving in? Oh, I got to get those. Get me some water here. You can have a little tray of water. The ones that I just painted in here, I'm just going to go in here and get some yellow in there. And then I'll be done. I think we're pretty close to done. I don't know. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty. I think we did it. All right, so like you can see, there's like a little bit of dried up paste there. What I'm just going to do is spritz it, not too much on my little rabbit here because we don't want to disturb the rabbit. And then I'll just shut it up. And next time I come in here, it'll be totally cleaned up for me. It'll just absorb that extra water in there. Get this shut too. That was a color of the month. So tomorrow, I wonder what the color of the month will be. I'm excited. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Get some good amount of water in here and then wipe it off. Sometimes it's just easier to go to the sink. Okay, there we go. How beautiful are those flowers? Aren't they beautiful? They do kind of, like the centers to me look like violets or, I think they're violets. That's kind of where I started, but I do think they're dahlias. I don't know. I'm no expert. Well, I try to be. All right, so there we go. So the next thing that we're going to do besides getting this to dry up nicely is we've got some wetness still on the bunny for sure, and then these flowers. Thank you. Yeah, I think it just kind of makes it more springy. Very beautiful. I love this transfer. There's so many options. Like you could make a big pillow. You could do this on the front of an end table. And then, put a clear coat on it. It would look so gorgeous. And because it's not really, it doesn't say Easter. It just, it's not specifically, it just says special latte on there. Kind of looks like it's going to say special. You can take it for wherever you want. It's French. Because this is the Parisian Rabbit transfer. So just one transfer. And you could do like just these flowers. Because these flowers go up to here on the transfer. So you could do just these flowers on something. You could do just that postmark. Remember how beautiful that, I love that postmark. I cannot begin to say how much I love that postmark. I kind of like how this is like I said, you can see on this bunny, like how it looks like kind of cloudy over some of the black. I kind of like it for dimension right now, but if you didn't like that, you could go back over it with the black and just lay that transfer back over and do the black again. So I think the only thing I really don't like is that right by the mouth. But I think you guys tell me, is it something you see? I don't think you would. All right. Hopefully I didn't get too much paint on the inside because I do see some. What we want to do next is, and maybe I should have started out by cutting this, but I was trying to use as much space as I possibly can. We're going to turn this inside out and we're going to roll this top edge down just enough and we're going to open this up too. Hopefully we can give you an idea about what we're going to do here. And so a couple things you could do. This is a pretty large bag, so I think like to have it it's just the best thing for it maybe to just like sit it on the counter, not even have a handle. But you could take and wire it down, put a wire on it and decorate it up. You could put carrots in it. You could even kind of just hang it from your door. Wouldn't that be cute? We've got some Oh, you know what? Turned down there was my rip on the other side. Maybe not turning that down very much. All right, get this off here. I may even like just give it, I don't know. I haven't totally decided. So you could just take and go like this and get, you know, this filled up nicely like that and have it stand up. Does that make sense? I'm not totally sold on what I'm going to do. So any ideas? I know I love that yellow too. Thank you so much. Is that pretty? So you could do that. You could also like just have it as a flat like hang up. You don't have to have this, you know, as a punched out. I might actually kind of use this as more of a flat item because it's so big to fill it up and then just, you know, glue it down where you want it. I do have kind of a rough edge, but you know, it's recycled. It's totally recycled. So I may have to, you know, the backside probably needs a little more paint, but using some hot glue, we can just attach that down. And, you know, a couple of things you could do is put some greens in there. You could put, you know, different carrots. You could put some eggs in there. Oh, I've got some tulips. You know, just anything. I mean, I don't know if that really goes with it. I think if you start getting too many plants in there, it might even look just better to have this be flat like this and then put like just a little hanger here. In fact, we could just do a little hanger. I think you want to have you could put a little stuffing. I'm not going to close it off just yet because I got to decide what I'm going to do. You guys tell me what you think I should do to complete it out. But man, is that cute. You could do a little bit of, you know, like green grass coming out the top, or I've got this, you know, kind of crinkled plastic. I actually kind of think this looks nice. You can make it look like it's sort of got things sticking out. I've got bigger carrots. Never fear. I know, doesn't that, see, you could just do a little, I think I might just do a little hanger and then put like greens. I've had this forever. This little thing. How do you get these off? Oh, there, it went off. It's like, how do you get it off? And it came off. This was, I think, a Target one. Target carrots. I always like things in threes, but I don't want to hide them. I don't know. Maybe a couple little ones with the big ones. What do we got over here? Oh goodness, I've got the little trees. I didn't even know I had that. I just kind of have a stash of things over there. I don't know, I might just do something like that and put, are they too bright? Maybe not. What do you guys think? I have a little boo-boo right there. You could also just do like a little tag there. I don't know, I haven't totally decided. We might. This right here is just like the inside of what is in this. So I kind of want to hide that. That's my goal, to hide that insides where it ripped. No, it's not perfect. We ripped into our package, so it's all right. You want it to just kind of look. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't want to cover my. Put a little. I don't know. I'm not good at 3D things. You guys could help me out if you want. I don't know. So, but anyway, I'm going to think about it a little, stay tuned for the pictures. I will definitely post them when I'm finished. Thank you so much for being here. If you want any information about that club to get next month's and this month's club, it's just today is the last day of the month. So there's lots of things ending. And I did talk a little bit about the perks. So if you're not a perks member already, make sure that you put perks down below. We've got a great deal. If you sign up this month, next month is free. So that is, everybody loves free. Thank you so much. It is very beautiful. So I just haven't decided exactly how, if I'm going to use this as a bag, like a table setting or something, like you could set it out as a decoration. I'm not really sure. Tell me your ideas. What ideas do you have? How can I display this the best? I might just maybe make this more stiff across the top and put a little hanger and have it be more like a wall hanger. That's what I'm thinking about doing because it is very large. I didn't expect, I mean, I knew how big it was, but I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't know. So kind of matches my shirt, doesn't it? You like just how it is? Just like this? Yeah, I know, but yeah, so maybe, like I said, I'll maybe just attach it across the top and, oh, I could put some ribbon on it. Maybe that would help it. A little bow with, I don't know. The carrots seem out of order to me. Tulips are a no. I don't know. I keep bringing things out. I'll keep working on it, but you don't have to see that. Thank you. Use it as a pillow. Well, it's paper, so it wouldn't last as a pillow. But yes, you definitely could make this into a pillow form, and that would be so beautiful. For sure. Isn't it cute? All right. Well, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you follow my page, and we will talk to you soon. Have a very blessed evening, and keep on crafting.